beautiful people, it's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And as you can probably already tell, today's video is gonna be another spooky one because we're gonna be taking a look at a ton of really scary videos from all over the internet. So if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Photos are a great way to capture your favorite memories, and what makes a better memento than a picture of you and your friends on a road trip, just like this one posted to Facebook by Lee Norris. The pic, which was captured in Prague in the Czech Republic, shows several friends posing next to a small red car. All seems relatively normal until you take a good look just to the right of the man sitting on the car's bonnet. There appears to be an extra traveler inside of the vehicle.
Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you, I did not notice that at first, but there is very clearly a face in the front seat of that car. Could this potentially be a case of a haunted car? I think that may be a first.
While several viewers thought that the mysterious face looked like that of a dog, the poster noted that they weren't traveling with any animals of any kind. So what do you make of this rather creepy photo? Is it really a dog? Or could it be some kind of paranormal hitchhiker?
I'm sorry, that does not look like a dog. It definitely looks more like a person than an animal to me. And if these guys are saying that no one else was with them, not even an animal, I think we're just left guessing what this could potentially be. It could also be some sort of reflection that got caught in a weird way to look like somebody's face or something. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think.
With its Egyptian cotton sheets, high-speed Wi-Fi, and that certain charm of yesteryear, the Jefferson Hotel in Texas is quite inviting to guests. And while the hotel plays home to a wide variety, it seems that some guests may have never left. This first clip is an excerpt of footage captured by a security camera
caught in the hotel last night. I got a notification of motion on one of our upstairs camera, which I thought was weird because no one was in the hotel except my wife and I. You can see I got the notification and I immediately ran up the stairs.
The hotel's owner received a notification that someone was walking in the hallway, and seeing that there were no guests staying at the hotel at the time, he decided to check things out for himself.
So it seems that they have cameras set up all over this hotel, and some of the upstairs cameras are pinging that there's a movement, which doesn't really make sense because they're saying that at the time absolutely no one was in the hotel except them. Sounds pretty paranormal to me, and we all know hotels can be very, very haunted.
While he was unable to find anything out of the ordinary when he reviewed the security footage, something rather eerie caught his attention. Take a look.
There it is. So to me, that was a person walking by, and I was like, okay. So we searched the hotel. Like I said, nobody was there.
As you can see, there's a figure that moves past the green door at the end of the hallway.
Right there.
Why did he say that he didn't catch anything? Because clearly he caught something. If you're telling me absolutely no one else is in that hotel, then that has got to be a freaking ghost. And it would make sense because it literally triggered the sensors on the cameras. That is really freaky.
The owner then points out that a few minutes prior to the sighting, the lamp at the end of the hallway mysteriously turns off.
What else is weird is prior to this, you'll notice the lamp was on at the end of the hall. And it goes off. There it goes. This was about, well, 4:37. Yeah, about 2 or 3 minutes prior to the event.
Okay, so in conclusion, this entire hotel is freaking haunted. Because what do you mean? There's literally dark figures walking around the hotel. And now you're telling me there's lights turning on and off? That's basically the quintessential haunted hotel.
The green door seen in this footage actually belongs to room 19, a place that's said to be a particularly volatile hotspot of paranormal activity. The hotel itself has a long and checkered history. At one time, it was a bordello, and room 19 was the site of a young woman's murder. She's now said to appear in the mists of hot showers and supposedly leaves messages in room 19's bathroom mirror. Sometimes her scribblings seem like warnings, and at other times, pleas for help.
So considering the tragedy that happened in the hotel, I really wouldn't be surprised if it truly was haunted, because we all know that bad energy definitely sticks around, and that could potentially be what is happening in this hotel right now. Someone's gotta go there and investigate and get to the bottom of what's going on there, because that was some pretty convincing paranormal activity.
The name Judy has been seen, but it's unclear if it's actually her name or someone she yearns to contact. A second ghostly entity thought to haunt room 19 is another young woman. She's said to appear most often to male guests who are travelling alone and can be recognised by her bridal gown and golden hair. and feet that never touch the ground. While this spirit has been spotted all over the hotel, she seems to usually haunt a specific bed, now located in room 19. The woman's identity is unconfirmed, but she's thought to be one of 2 women who visited the hotel some 50 years apart. Both women are said to have suffered the same fate. Both were jilted at the altar and subsequently took their own lives on the bed that now sits in room 19.
So no wonder that that specific room is super haunted. If I were them, I would just completely shut that room down, not even let people stay in it, because what do you mean? I wouldn't even let people stay in there. Clearly the energy is all messed up.
In this second clip, captured in the hotel, we see the owner working in the hallway. Suddenly, one of the doors seemingly opens all by itself.
I'm not even joking, this would be enough for me to literally quit. Literally sell the entire damn place and get out of there. I feel like you just have to be a different breed of human to be okay with living in a haunted hotel. I personally could never. I know some people find it cool and interesting. Clearly this guy is okay with it. I would be so out of there, it's unbelievable.
According to the description, the poster says he heard a voice coming from the rear of the hotel just before it opened. His first thought was that the door might not have been closed all the way. However, he'd been walking back and forth for hours and nothing had happened. The creepiest part is he claims he actually heard the door's handle unlatch.
He heard somebody grab the door handle and unlatch it, and then he saw the door open by itself right in front of his eyes. That's actually insane.
Apparently, the Jefferson Hotel doesn't get a lot of paranormal activity on its lower floor. However, this next clip was captured on a security camera in the downstairs hallway. Take a look at what it captured.
Okay, so the white area right up top is where you need to watch. You're going to see something peer out right there and then go down.
Just like the first video, this one was captured a little before 4 AM.
In the morning.
As you can see, a mysterious figure seems to poke its head out from one of the rooms, then quickly go back inside.
And kind of goes back in. I'll do the movement side by side to kind of show you. It's a weird movement. I don't know exactly, like I said, what it was.
I'm actually starting to get full body chills. You guys, something was freaking sticking its head out. As if they were like checking to see if the hallway was clear or not. Oh my god, I'm literally convinced this place is haunted. I don't really think there could be any other explanation. I also find it hilarious how they said that the lower floor was like less haunted, and then they go on to show this. Like, clearly it's just as haunted, babe. Your whole damn hotel is haunted.
While the figure is hard to make out, it looks as though it has dark hair and is wearing a white top or dress.
It's a weird movement. I don't know exactly, like I said, what it was.
According to the poster, there were no guests staying on that floor at the time. There were some who moved through the hallway, however, but no one was seen entering or leaving this particular room.
So unless someone was checked into that room, they couldn't have really popped their head out. And since they confirmed that absolutely nobody was staying on the bottom floor, who could it have really been other than a ghost?
This final clip was supposedly captured by a guest staying at the hotel. It appears to show a doll moving behind the bed.
Yeah, so something's peering out. Wait, did it do it twice there?
The doll remains still for a few more seconds before finally toppling to the floor.
It just fell over.
So right.
That is creepy. Even the way it falls.
Almost, you can see that, almost like, you know, that Grim Reaper kind of hoodie style thing you got.
Okay, so this seems to be footage of a doll in the hotel falling over. It's honestly super close up and difficult to really tell what's going on. You can definitely tell that there's a doll or something in the background moving, but I will say it's definitely not nearly as convincing as all the other footage that we just saw.
So it seems that if you're a paranormal enthusiast, the Jefferson Hotel might be a great place to spend the night.
I think it's pretty obvious to see that the owners are deciding to like lean into the whole paranormal thing. Even just by the way that they're decorating the hotel, it's definitely got like a creepy vibe with all the creepy looking dolls everywhere. Definitely looks like a really cool place to stay if you're into all that stuff, but clearly it may come at the risk of experiencing some paranormal activity.
This photograph, which was sent to us by Laura Henry, shows something that will likely leave you scratching your head. In it, we see several toy skeletons and small bottles sitting on a table, as well as creepy posters pinned to the wall. On the right-hand side of the table, there's a skull. The unnerving thing is that the poster claims that the skull wasn't there when the photo was taken. If you take a closer look at it, something does look a little off. It actually appears somewhat transparent. You can see the beak of the bird seems to be inside of the skull, and you can see the table and poster behind it. This image is certainly a noggin scratcher. How can an object that supposedly wasn't there suddenly appear in the photo? Is there a paranormal explanation perhaps? Or is it just a bit of clever photoshopping?
Okay, to be so real with you, I'm pretty positive this is just some Photoshop. Either that or it's a skull that's actually sitting on the table. I could be wrong and it could be real, but regardless, I don't really think it's like that creepy.
This next piece of footage was uploaded to Reddit by a user named Editor1289. They claim that they're editing a behind-the-scenes documentary about a particular house, and that this clip was captured on one of its internal cameras. Supposedly, the house was used as a location in the horror film A Savannah Haunting. Yet to be released at the time of voicing this, the film is about a family who move away from their house in which their daughter died, only to have the child's ghost follow them to their new home. The poster notes that while working, they've watched a lot of security footage from the property, as well as interviews from people who have lived in the house, paranormal investigators, and others that have researched the property. Along with this clip, the poster asked this question to the Reddit community: can a haunting transfer from one place to another simply by having contact? In other words, is it possible that their house is now haunted after working on this documentary?
People have said that some paranormal and crazy stuff can happen while you're shooting these movies, just because you're working in these like paranormal and scary places. And who knows, maybe making a horror movie starts like stirring up some of the paranormal stuff.
In the video, we see the landing at the top of a staircase. Nothing appears out of the ordinary at first, but watch what happens next. You can see a small figure emerge from one doorway and disappear into another.
Oh my god, that's a freaking ghost. I'm sorry, is that not the spirit of a little girl just walking around the house? That is terrifying.
While this footage is creepy enough, the poster also claims that they've witnessed other strange things happening on the property. They say they've seen furniture move on its own, heard disembodied voices and laughter in the middle of the night, and even seen this very figure in other pieces of footage.
I didn't even consider the fact that this could potentially be some really genius marketing for the movie. If that's the case, then that's really freaking cool. But if that's not the case and this is real, then I'm gonna go ahead and assume that by filming the horror movie, they probably ended up conjuring some sort of spirit.
Imagine going on vacation to a fancy hotel where you think you have the utmost privacy. You can hang out in a private hot tub on the roof and enjoy the fresh air without anyone else around. But what if your holiday photos show something different? What if there was someone or something watching you when you thought you were all alone? This image, which was posted to Twitter by Talares Yenada Mas, was supposedly captured in Carlo Paz, Argentina. It was taken by a man whose girlfriend can be seen relaxing in the hot tub. The woman later uploaded the image to her Instagram, where someone commented that it looked like there was a ghost in the pool adjacent to them. Sure enough, if you zoom in to the right of the woman's head, there's a creepy looking figure. It resembles the classic woman in white. Her skin is pale, she has dark unkempt hair, and is wearing a white dress or gown.
It's honestly hard not to notice the figure because it's literally right there, quite literally staring at the girl. It's honestly really unnerving because the figure literally looks like the girl from The Ring, like straight out of a horror movie.
The translucent figure even seems to be staring straight up at the couple from the other side of the glass. It seems that the original poster didn't see the figure at the time the photo was taken. When she initially posted the image to Instagram, she thought there was just a shadow in the pool room. The couple sent the photo to the hotel, and an employee responded by saying that the figure must have been another guest. But the woman who posted the photo said she remembers the indoor pool area being completely empty. To add to this, the figure certainly looks ghost-like, and the dress she's wearing seems totally inappropriate for a pool setting. Could the hotel be trying to hide that they have a paranormal entity on their premises? Or is the ghostly woman really just a guest? This seems rather unlikely considering you can actually see right through her.
Listen, it's very possible that it was just another hotel guest. However, you would think that she'd remember someone being there, not to mention literally staring right at her as she was taking the photo. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's something that you would notice. And it's very interesting to me how the hotel completely denied it being something paranormal. Like, obviously it's in their best interest to say that their hotel isn't haunted.
This next clip, which was captured on a motion sensor camera, is brief. It was posted to the Slapdam subreddit by user Suspicious Ad 9555. However, it's not so much the footage, but rather the accompanying story that will likely raise the hairs on the back of your neck. The poster claims that the clip was captured somewhere between 3 and 4 AM. They received an alert from their camera that movement had been detected, so they pulled up the feed, but nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Concerned, they decided to review the footage. In it, we see the interior of a garage. Suddenly, a large dark shape sweeps across the scene. It moves from left to right, then back again quickly before disappearing from sight.
That definitely looks like some sort of shadow moving around the garage. And what really adds to the scary factor here is the fact that this is happening at 3 a.m. And we know that all the scary stuff happens at 3 a.m.
The poster goes on to explain that their father passed away in the house some years prior, and that his wife had also recently passed away too. They say that more and more strange things have been happening lately, including doors being slammed shut, flickering lights, and what sounds like footsteps walking up and down the stairs. On one occasion, a stuffed children's toy even turned on and started singing in the middle of the night. The uploader thinks that if this is a paranormal force, that it's not malevolent in any way and doesn't want to hurt him. He hopes that it's either his late father or his wife coming to check on him and their sons.
That's actually really sad. It seems that he is hoping that this paranormal activity is actually his late father coming through to say hello, which is both beautiful and sad at the same time. Definitely a little bit scary as well, I will say. Paranormal activity is always a little spooky. It's definitely really cool how some people can find comfort in it.
While Redditor Lost Moped was walking near this old arch one evening, they captured a rather picturesque image of it. The arch looked to be draped in ivy. Creepily, the poster notes that they live close to this location and that you can normally hear voices echoing through the large archway. However, on this occasion, it was dead quiet. If you take a close look at the right-hand side of the arch, there actually appears to be a figure standing in the shadows. Some thought it looked like a nun or even the mythological character, Slender Man. Others suggested that it could have simply been another person taking a late evening stroll. Looking at the supposed figure, it certainly does give off a creepy nun vibe, just like the one from the 2018 horror film.
I really genuinely do not see the nun there, and I especially do not see Slender Man. To be honest with you, I don't really think I see anyone there at all. The image is like super blurry, so it's hard to really tell what's going on. Could there potentially be a person standing there? I guess, but it's really hard to tell with the picture. But alright you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which one of these you found the scariest. I have to go ahead and give it to the Jefferson Hotel. All the footage from that hotel was absolutely terrifying, and I'm like 100% sure that place is haunted. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.